In some cases, the most significant danger to your brain is the one that you are unable to perceive at all. Imagine that over the course of your life, your arteries, which are like narrow, winding highways that carry oxygen-rich blood, gradually become rigid and clogged. You can't expect it to happen overnight. It has been silent, creeping, and invisible for a considerable amount of time. It is not merely a natural part of the aging process for a significant number of persons over the age of 60 to have symptoms such as elevated blood pressure, tingling in the hands or feet, or a persistent chill in the fingertips. The main concern is that these blockages can boost the chance of a stroke or memory decline without you even being aware of it. They can be your body's way of quietly delivering the message, hey, something's blocking the flow. Now, however, I have some excellent news. Do not underestimate the amount of control you have. You can help your arteries remain clear, your blood flow remain unrestricted, and your brain remain sharp by making a few straightforward adjustments to the foods and beverages that you consume on a daily basis. There will be no fad diets, no convoluted routines, simply real food consumed in the appropriate quantities at the appropriate times. A unique morning beverage and 7 items that are consumed on a daily basis are going to be discussed in this video. All of this is supported by established scientific research, which can clean your arteries in a gentle manner and safeguard your brain. It's likely that some of them are already present in your kitchen at this very moment. If you are prepared to learn anything new about your health, please put a 1 in the comments section. If you believe that you have already heard everything there is to know about health, please type a 0. Let's begin with the first one we have left. It is derived directly from the sea, and it has a flavor that is equally as appealing as it is potent: asparagus. It is one of the most beneficial gifts that the ocean can give to your health. It's not only that this fish is wonderful, it is loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, which are examples of beneficial fats that have been the subject of research by scientists for generations. According to research conducted by the American Heart Association, omega-3 fatty acids have the ability to reduce the levels of triglycerides, lessen the inflammation that occurs in blood vessels, and even prevent platelets from clumping together and forming potentially harmful blood clots. In the same way that your brain is comparable to a high-performance engine, omega-3 fatty acids are the premium oil that ensures that all of the gears spin smoothly. Without them, things have the potential to become more rigid, to move more slowly, and to operate with less efficiency over time. On the other hand, when you provide your body with the things it requires, you are assisting in the preservation of the flexibility of your arteries, which in turn supports quicker thinking, improved memory, and a reduced chance of stroke. On the other hand, not every fish is made equal. Some of the finest sources of these fats can be found in salmon, particularly certain species that are fished in the wild in regions like Alaska, without the possible presence of high mercury levels which can be found in some larger fish. What's more, it's extremely adaptable, which is the best part. Alternatively, you may grill it, bake it, or steam it. However, you should avoid frying it extensively or drowning it in sauces that have been highly processed, because doing so can nullify some of the benefits. There should be approximately 2 to 3 servings every week, with each serving being approximately the size of your hand. If you want to add a dose of flavor without adding any additional sodium, try pairing it with some fresh greens, roasted veggies, or even just a squeeze of lemon. And while we are on the subject of the future, the next food we will be eating is not at all derived from the ocean. It is a shiny fruit that resembles a diamond and does wonders for your arteries in a manner that is completely different from other fruits. A pomegranate is like a small treasure box that nature has provided for your arteries. Polyphenols and anthocyanins are two powerful plant chemicals that have a very specific function. When you break open this fruit, the ruby red seeds are not only attractive, but they are also packed with polyphenols and have a very distinctive role. The consumption of pomegranate juice has been shown to stimulate the formation of nitric oxide within the body, as indicated by research that was published in the Journal of Atherosclerosis. And why is that so significant? Nitric oxide acts as a natural relaxant for your blood vessels, which is why it is so important. As a result, blood is able to flow more easily to your brain since it helps them open wider. Imagine your arteries to be a garden hose at this point. Water will not be able to flow freely through the hose if it becomes stiff or clogged over time. Pomegranate acts similarly to warm water in that it relaxes stiffness and creates an environment in which circulation can improve. Additionally, the advantages do not end there. In addition, the antioxidants found in pomegranate seeds are effective in combating oxidative stress, which is a process that causes damage to cells and contributes to the accumulation of plaque inside the arteries. You are extending the life of your blood vessels and making them healthier by reducing the rate at which they are damaged. According to the findings of a remarkable experiment conducted at the Technion Israel Institute of Technology, individuals who consumed pure pomegranate juice on a daily basis for a period of just 1 year experienced a reduction in the thickness of their coronary artery walls by as much as 30%. That is not a negligible alteration. This is a significant advancement that has the potential to directly reduce the risk of having a stroke. Simple enjoyment of pomegranate is possible. Eating the seeds in their fresh form, adding them to salads for a flavorful boost, or blending them into a smoothie are all available options. Consuming pomegranate juice in its purest form is another alternative. Be sure that it is made entirely of juice and does not contain any added sweets, as additional sugar might actually work against the very benefits that you are trying to achieve. In addition, here is a piece of advice. If you feel like peeling a pomegranate is too much labor for you, you can try the water bowl approach instead. The seeds should be gently loosening once it has been cut in half and then submerged in a dish of water. The pith will float, while the seeds will sink, which will make the process speedy and free of any mess. In the following section, we will delve into the realm of leafy greens, and I will present you with a leafy green that is not as well known because spinach is. Nevertheless, it possesses a remarkable capacity to maintain the health of your blood vessels. Arugula is a spicy little leaf that is a silent powerhouse for your arteries and brain. Although it may not be the first leafy green that comes to mind, it is essential for your health. Arugula, in contrast to lettuce and iceberg greens, has a naturally high concentration of dietary nitrates, which are molecules that your body breaks down into nitric oxide. The relaxation and widening of the blood vessels, as well as the increased delivery of oxygen-rich blood to the brain, can result in improved concentration and memory, as well as a decreased risk of having a stroke. The consumption of nitrate-rich crops such as arugula, according to the findings of researchers at the University of Exeter, can bring about a reduction in blood pressure in a matter of hours. However, this is not the only benefit that arugula provides. Additionally, it is loaded with vitamin K, which is an essential component in the process of preventing calcium from accumulating within your arteries. Imagine vitamin K as the traffic controller that ensures calcium stays where it should be, in your bones, rather than in your blood vessels. Vitamin K is responsible for this. In addition, the folate found in arugula helps lower homocyan, which is an amino acid that has been linked to damage to the arteries when levels are too high. To eat arugula in its raw form, in a fresh salad, where its peppery bite adds excitement to the plate, is one of the easiest ways to appreciate this leafy green. To make a simple side dish that is beneficial to your brain, you can toss it with olive oil, a squeeze of lemon, and possibly some cherry tomatoes at the same time. In the event that you like warm meals, a speedy sauté in garlic and olive oil can help minimize the flavor of the food without compromising its nutritional value. As a brief note, the flavor of arugula is at its peak when it is fresh. Thus, it is best to purchase it in modest quantities and utilize it within a few days. Its effects on opening up arteries can be amplified by combining it with citrus fruits or beets that are rich in nitrates. Next, we are going to delve into the realm of a fruit that is not only delicious, but also an expert at reducing the levels of bad cholesterol and relaxing the pressure that is placed on your arteries. When it comes to popular brunch meals, avocado isn't only the star of the show. Specifically, it is a genuine ally for the health of your arteries and brain. This fruit is loaded with monounsaturated fatty acids, also known as MUFAs. These MUFAs are known for their capacity to reduce LDL cholesterol, which is the type of cholesterol that causes arteries to become clogged, and to boost HDL cholesterol, which is the type of cholesterol that helps unclog arteries. When levels of low-density lipoprotein, LDL, decrease, and levels of high-density lipoprotein, HDL, increase, oxygen and nutrients are delivered to your brain in a more consistent manner. There is a significant amount of potassium in avocados, which is an important mineral that helps maintain a healthy balance of sodium in the body. An excessive amount of salt can cause your blood pressure to rise, which places more strain on your blood vessels. The presence of potassium acts as a counterweight, causing the walls of the vessel to relax and reducing the pressure. Moreover, avocados contain vitamin E, which acts as an antioxidant and decreases oxidative stress in blood vessels. This is another protective role that vitamin E plays. Inflammation is reduced when there is less oxidative stress. And when there is less inflammation, arteries are able to maintain their flexibility and resilience throughout time. Including avocado in your meals is a simple and straightforward process. In order to achieve a velvety texture without the use of dairy, you can slice it onto toast made with whole grains, mash it into guacamole, or incorporate it into a smoothie. A savory side dish can be made by combining avocado cubes with fresh tomatoes, onions, and a sprinkle of extra virgin olive oil over the top. If you want to reduce the amount of fats that are less beneficial to your health, you could try substituting mashed avocado for mayonnaise in sandwiches. Creaminess is achieved without the risk of arterial clogging that is associated with it. A word of advice. Because avocados are high in calories, eating them in moderation is really important. In order to receive the benefits of avocados without going overboard, a half of an avocado every day is plenty. Also, keep in mind that you should select ripe fruit that gives slightly when you press it. Avocados that are not fully ripe might have a harsh taste and lack the buttery texture that we adore. As we go on to the next topic, we will discuss a very small seed that carries a significant punch for your arteries. One that demonstrates that indeed, excellent things may be found in the smallest of containers. Chia seeds may be small, but they are nothing short of mighty when it comes to supporting your brain and protecting your arteries. Chia seeds are a great source of nutrients. Every single seed is loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, that are derived from plants, notably alpha-linolenic acid, also known as ALA. Chia seeds are not only high in healthful fats, but they also contain a lot of soluble fiber. Within your digestive system, this particular type of fiber performs the function of a sponge, soaking up excess cholesterol and transporting it out of the body before it has the opportunity to become lodged in the walls of your arteries. Diets that are high in soluble fiber have been demonstrated to reduce levels of LDL cholesterol and triglycerides, two of the most important factors in the formation of plaque, according to research that was published in the Journal of Nutrition and Metabolism. In addition, chia seeds include vitamin E, which is another powerful antioxidant that has the ability to protect your arteries from the damaging effects of oxidative stress and inflammation. Chia seeds are a quiet yet effective weapon that you may incorporate into your daily routine because of its triple function, which includes lowering harmful fats, defending against oxidation, and reducing inflammation from the body. It is a lot of fun to utilize chia seeds because of how simple they are to prepare. Incorporate them into your yogurt or oatmeal. If you want to add more nutrients to your diet without significantly altering the flavor, sprinkle them on salads or incorporate them into smoothies. Chia seeds, when soaked in liquid, expand into a gel-like consistency. This gel-like texture may be utilized to make chia pudding, which is a delicious dessert or snack that is filled with fiber. You may also use that gel as an egg substitute in baking, which will make your recipes more beneficial to both your arteries and your brain. There is one useful piece of advice. Since chia seeds have a high capacity for water absorption, it is advisable to allow them to soak before consuming them. Furthermore, this not only makes them simpler to digest, but it also makes it easier for your body to absorb the nutrients that they contain. 1 teaspoon of chia seeds has been combined with 3 tablespoons of water and let to sit for approximately 15 minutes. In the following section, we will shift gears and discuss a liquid gold that originates from the Mediterranean region and has been cherished for ages, not only due to its deliciousness, but also due to its demonstrated capacity to combat inflammation and assist in the dissolution of plaque that clogs arteries. Extra virgin olive oil, which is frequently referred to as liquid gold in the Mediterranean region, is not only a necessity in the kitchen. It has been demonstrated to protect both your arteries and your brain. In contrast to refined oils, extra virgin olive oil is extracted without the use of heat or chemicals, which means that it maintains a significant amount of polyphenols without being altered. When it comes to reducing the accumulation of arterial plaque, these potent antioxidants serve to reduce inflammation in your blood arteries and protect them from oxidative damage. Both of these factors are essential in taking preventative measures. An important study, known as the pre-dimed experiment, was conducted in Spain and tracked thousands of elderly people who were at a high risk of cardiovascular disease. The incidence of stroke were much lower among those who had a Mediterranean diet that was abundant in extra virgin olive oil in comparison to those who consumed a diet that was low in fat. It is believed by researchers that the combination of polyphenols and monounsaturated fats, which are both beneficial to one's health, helps dissolve plaque that already exists and inhibits new deposits from developing. Take this into consideration. The lipids in olive oil function as a soft lubricant, keeping the vessels in your arteries flexible so that blood can flow freely to your brain. This is in contrast to harmful fats, which can cause arteries to become clogged and hardened. Additionally, when blood flow is improved, Your brain receives a greater amount of oxygen and nutrients, which contributes to improved memory, sharper thinking, and long-term cognitive health. The use of extra virgin olive oil in your regular cooking is a straightforward process. Make use of it to saute veggies over low to medium heat, drizzle it over fresh salads, or combine it with other ingredients to make dips. Because of the high temperatures that can cause its beneficial ingredients to be destroyed, you should avoid using it for deep frying. Only a tablespoon or two each day is required to reap the health advantages of this substance without consuming an excessive amount of calories. If you want to make sure that you are getting the real stuff, you should seek for bottles that are labeled extra virgin and have a harvest date on them. Additionally, it is best to store the oil in dark glass so that it is protected from light damage. Olive oil that is of high quality should have a flavor that is both fresh and slightly peppery. This is a sign that the antioxidant polyphenols are working. Taking the smoothness and richness of olive oil as our starting point, we are now going to ramp up the fire with a spice that will not only arouse your taste receptors, it stimulates your circulation in the most invigorating method that is reasonably conceivable. One does not need to be a fan of spicy food in order to enjoy cayenne pepper. It is a natural circulation booster that has benefits for your arteries and brain that are supported by scientific research. It is a chemical called capsaicin that does more than just make your tongue tingle, and it is the source of its flaming kick. One of the effects of capsaicin is that it works directly on your blood vessels, causing them to relax and widen. This results in an increase in blood flow, which in turn provides your brain with more oxygen and nutrients. Consequently, this results in improved alertness and sharper thinking, as well as a decreased chance of blood clots, which can lead to strokes. Research published in the Journal of Clinical Study has demonstrated that capsaicin is capable of activating specific receptors in the walls of blood vessels, which in turn causes the production of nitric oxide. Similar to the potent chemical that we have been discussing with regard to pomegranate and arugula. When you have nitric oxide in your blood, your arteries remain flexible and are less likely to become blocked. In addition to this, the anti-inflammatory qualities of cayenne pepper assist to reduce chronic inflammation in vessel walls, which in turn slows down the process of plaque accumulation. Additionally, there is evidence that cayenne pepper can assist in lowering blood pressure by providing an increase in the flexibility of the arteries. In addition, the spice has the potential to slightly speed up your metabolism, which may help you maintain a healthy weight, which is an important aspect in maintaining healthy arteries. To incorporate cayenne pepper into your diet does not necessitate turning each and every meal into a raging inferno situation. In order to impart a gentle warmth to dishes such as soups, stews, eggs, or even vegetables that have been roasted, a pinch can be placed on top. Those who prefer smoothies may find that adding a very small amount of cayenne pepper to a mixture of pineapple or citrus can be very pleasant. I would like to caution you. Begin with a few bites if you are new to eating spicy dishes. It is possible to upset your stomach by consuming an excessive amount of heat too fast. It is important to gradually increase your tolerance, as both your body and your arteries will be grateful to you. We will now cool things down with a delightful morning drink that contains 3 powerful ingredients to detoxify, enhance circulation, and set the tone for a day of clear, invigorated thinking. This will be done after this period of intense heat. Imagine beginning your day with a beverage that not only helps you wake up but also stimulates your blood flow, lowers inflammation, and promotes the development of arteries that are clean and flexible all at the same time. This is precisely what you get when you combine lemon, ginger, and turmeric in a straightforward manner. Despite the fact that each component serves a distinct function, when combined, they constitute a formidable force for the cardiovascular system and the brain. Vitamin C is a powerful antioxidant that helps protect artery walls from oxidative damage and reinforces collagen in blood arteries, making them more durable. Lemon is high in vitamin C, which acts as a powerful antioxidant. A reduction in LDL oxidation, which is an essential step in the prevention of plaque development, is another way that it helps maintain healthy cholesterol levels. Ginger comes filled with chemicals such as gingerol and shogal, which have been found in tests to prevent the formation of blood clots and calm inflammation in vessel walls. Ginger also lends a warming touch to the dish. Enhanced circulation ensures that your brain receives a consistent amount of oxygen and nutrients, which causes you to experience increased alertness and concentration. Curcumin, the bright yellow anti-inflammatory superstar that turmeric contains, is brought in by turmeric. It has been suggested by research published in the American Journal of Cardiology that curcumin may be able to assist in preventing the constriction of arteries following specific heart surgeries. In addition to this, it helps the body break down extra fats in the circulation, which further reduces the likelihood of blockages occurring. This beverage is simple to prepare. A half of a fresh lemon should be squeezed into a mug of warm water, approximately 200 milliliters. Make sure to include a half teaspoon of turmeric powder or fresh turmeric if it is available, as well as a teaspoon of grated ginger. Give it a good stir, and if you prefer, you may add a little bit of black pepper. Absorption of curcumin is increased by as much as 2,000%. In order to get your circulation off to a good start, you should consume it first thing in the morning or before engaging in light exercise. This combo is most effective when used on a regular basis. However, sticking to it is essential. You might experience an increase in energy, a warmer sensation in your hands and feet, and perhaps a clearer way of thinking over time. A calm ritual that nourishes your arteries from the inside out, this practice is a beautiful thing. With this beverage, we bring to a close our list of 7 foods and 1 potent beverage, all of which are supported by scientific evidence and have the potential to assist in maintaining healthy arteries and a sharp mind. However, before we come to a conclusion, let us bring everything together in a way that is both warm and motivating. You now get the full picture. Choosing foods that are not only delicious but also simple can do wonders for your arteries and help your brain remain sharp. There is no need for you to completely change your diet. Just a few minor adjustments made on a regular basis that add up over time. Your health can be protected, your blood can be kept flowing smoothly, and your mind can be supported to grow clearer and more lively with each meal that you consume for yourself. Imagine it as a present that you give to your future self every day. If you were able to find even a single suggestion that you are eager to put into practice, that would be a step in the right way. Taking care of your arteries will ensure that they continue to serve you well for many years to come. I'll see you in the next Health 365, so try to keep your curiosity and your optimism alive.